Now, since I'm creating this 3D puzzle from a template that has already been created, I'm going to now open that up to see what that looks like, and I'm actually going to just be copying dimensions from that sample and pasting them in as I go through the tutorial. So let's go ahead and open that up, and there it is. Okay, so here is the puzzle block with all 6 pieces disassembled and ready to be basically in a layout format, waiting to be used in our drawing. Okay, so looking here, I'm looking at my dimensions that I've created using the dimension line toolbar, and I see that the square we have here is 25.4 millimeters by 25.4 millimeters. So that is the first thing I can take from, that's the first 2 dimensions that I can take from this drawing, as well as the height, which is extruded to 6.3 millimeters, or in this case it's push-pulled on, that's our version of extrusion. Okay, so let's take the 25.4 by 25.4 and plug that into our drawing here. So in order to do that, I need to take the select tool at the top of the screen, click on this person right here, and pretty much get rid of her. So you can hit the delete on the keyboard, or use the eraser tool, whatever you want to do. And I have my red, which is my x-axis, my green is my y-axis, and the z is my blue axis. Okay, and I'm going to look at it from the top view. So now I see red as the, like I said, the x, green as my y, and then blue is the z. Okay, so let's take the rectangle tool, and I can actually customize this rectangle to whatever shape I want. And I'm not going to actually type the dimensions in the bottom right corner of the screen. I'm actually just going to type them out after I click once. Okay, so I click once, and then on the keyboard I will be basically typing the dimensions that I want, the 25.4. I believe that's what it was. Let's check again. Yeah, 25.4. I'm going to be pulling it out to 25.4. So I didn't click anywhere else. I'm just dragging the mouse in the direction it is. So I'm just going to leave it right there. I'm not going to touch a mouse. And watch me type 25.4 simply on the keyboard of the computer. 25.4, that's my x value, comma, 25.4 for my y value in order to make the square. Okay, hit enter, and there's my rectangle. Obviously it's very small, so in order to get everything zoomed in, all of the geometry to be zoomed in to the extents, I'm going to then click on the zoom to extents option on the toolbar at the top. Okay, so there's my rectangle, and if I want to check it, I can simply do that by using my tape measure. Click on one endpoint, drag it to the other endpoint, 25.4. Same thing, drag it down, just like a tape measure. It works just like a tape measure, 25.4. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we're going to give it the extrusion. So I'm going to go into my isometric view, and I'm going to once again figure out what the extrusion should be, and I'm going to set the extrusion for 6.35 millimeters. So I'm going to go back to my drawing, and I'm going to use the push-pull tool, click on the face, which is right here, anything that's highlighted, click once, drag it up, then type 6.35 on the keyboard and hit enter on the keyboard. Okay, so there is the block. Okay, that's one part of the puzzle block.